Welcome to a special one-shot adventure with our new Thanksgiving crew for today's session. We return with a new and unique and very Thanksgiving themed one-shot. Or at least that's what we're hoping to provide today, as the party attempts to see if they can survive. Welcome to A Bird Too Cooked. Well, there wasn't really a last time, so as far as what to get you all up and give a little bit of a synopsis of this one shot, our valiant adventurers here have managed to come together under the House of Closen's hiring, having been a group of renowned adventurers scattered throughout the world themselves, going off and doing deeds of all sorts. Each one of them is skilled and quite capable in their own right. With that, the House of Closen has been having reports of a strange druid grove that has been popping up in the middle of the massive battlefield going on between the Gloom and the Proto-Fiends. You lot, as a party, have been tasked with finding this grove and removing it, as well as figuring out what its goal was. Having been given the direction to head south of the city of Zengara's tomb and across the large lake, you lot, about a month ago, managed to head out on your adventure, having spent some downtime getting to know each other, not only as you were ferried across the lake, but while having to march through the dense forest, until finally arriving at a clear opening of what looks to be almost a massive battlefield that seems to span the entirety of the border between the two nations, as the trees themselves all around seem clean cut. The stumps, a few stumps that still seem to pop out of the ground look mostly burnt or seem to be covered in large amounts of blood or body parts. As you lot have been looking about the battlefield, kind of checking everything out, for the last hour or two, you all have managed to figure out that it doesn't seem that there are any whole bodies that seem to be left on this field of gore and horror. And looking about, it's almost strange that these creatures or that whatever seems to be coming around and harvesting these bodies seems to leave only the ones that are severely damaged to the point of not being able to put them back together by the looks of it. As you lot come together and setting up your camp, seeing in the distance about a mile away a large hill kind of popped up with what looks to be a light blue glow coming from it that seems to shimmer into the skylight as it does. A couple of what looks to be figures seemingly standing on this hill that seem to kind of almost stick out due to the amount of light coming off of the hill. A couple of large stone columns seem to be sticking up and glowing themselves with markings on them, though from this distance it's hard to tell what the markings are. As you lot look on, kind of seeing all of this, being about a mile from it, we come back to to you lot as you kind of gather together, having been looking around the field of battle and doing some investigating. It is still around roughly the early morning of. Give me a second. The 18th of the Bloodied, being May. It is a nice 80 degrees out where you guys are outside, and the wind is heavy with where you guys are at, as there doesn't seem to be any trees breaking it. The skies above are clear, and the sun is beating down as you can kind of feel the day becoming hotter and hotter. What would you all like to do?
Well, I'm casting Other Elements. Fuck the heat.
As you say this, actually, that does remind me. I apologize. I'm a little off here because I'm not used to doing this late of a session, so my brain's a little fried here. Let's do some introductions for each of the characters. As you start casting first, Shogun, would you like to introduce your character and what you look like?
Of course. Shogun is seemingly a kind of hobgoblin, although you can't really tell what kind because he looks kind of odd. His skin is red, his eyes are like a bright aqua. His hair is like a charcoal color. He's about 5'11", and he seems to wear like a skull motif, but you're certain after he's talked to you for a month and you've seen him that he's not a necromancer, so you're not really sure why. However, a notable thing is, although he's a wizard, he doesn't have a familiar that you've seen.
As Shogun begins to cast, kind of standing next to Shogun, Feathersby, why don't you introduce yourself?
Feathersby is a small chicken hawk looking, well, chicken hawk, and he is a healer, as he is made very clear, wearing leather armor and a panther mask. With a small belt affixed to him, he manages to attack with a short spear that seems very much too big for him, and will tend to ride on Shogun's shoulders.
Okay. Kind of as Featherby kind of looks down from Shogun's shoulders, looking at the rest of you, looking across as we'll jump to, well, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, Halvertot? Halvertot?
Harvatot is how it's pronounced, actually.
Alright, cool, perfect. Would you like to describe yourself as well?
I am Harvatot. I am Vitra's oldest daughter. I am 5'10". I have the blazing red hair of most of my siblings and my mother. The only difference is that I'm a pure Eladrin. Somehow. I have a radiant golden aura. My eyes burn like candlelight. And I have currently hidden, it is transparent at the moment, horrific veil made from the face leather and eyeballs of a false hydra. I otherwise wear gold robes that have a that share a pattern and texture with my face mask, being that they appear like oil treated flesh, like a soft, pliable flesh. Almost like we used a lot of leather from a false hydra to make them, and then treated them so that way they were more like robes instead of leather armor.
As you look around at the group, kind of seeing this, you also notice you do have 5 members as well as a little commander that seems to be giving them orders. If you'd like to describe yourself, we tell as we look over towards you.
I'm we tell. I'm 2'6" and I'm angry at all of you.
Says the little barbarian in front of you. Breastplate, great sword, surrounded by, what were they called again, DM? The 5?
Feral Gargan, which is a Goliath-like race.
There you go.
As you all kind of see them, they look to be about like 9 feet tall. They're a little bit slimmer than Goliath, but seem to be wearing heavier armor and carrying, heavy shields on them, if I remember correctly.
Our shields and full plate armor.
As Wheattail stands as a sort of commander to this lot. As you all kind of had this month to get to know one another, a member of your group that was with you, who's kind of gone off ahead to scout on his own, as well as to investigate the other portions of the battlefield, unfortunately has kind of vanished for the time being, letting you lot know he would be back. But as to give him a description, Lightning McKing, as he is called, about 5'4", as well as we are told, he is the same height as one of our compatriots. Very elvish, with a almost blue skin, interesting, and 2 what looks to be almost large horns kind of sticking out of his head. Lightning King himself has kind of gone off on his own from you lot, having gone to go check other portions of the battlefield with the explanation that he would return when everything started up. As you lot find yourself kind of looking on towards this hill, glowing, kind of faintly going, the figures that seem to be kind of standing at the top of it, just faintly able to be noticed even with, from this distance, don't seem to have taken any notice of you lot as you kind of stand here looking about.
Hmm.
Oh. How well can I make them out?
No, from a mile away, you can tell that it looks like there's two distinct figures, and they are big enough to be spotted, so you'd estimate them to be large or huge, or larger or larger.
Well, there's some big boys up there. Those are probably the main targets, or they have a very impressive forward force.
We know they have more. They've been noted to be large. Well, in Tibet, it's an ambush. All it is.
I say we go beat the whopping shoots out of them.
Well, I would agree. There's nothing to be done from this far away.
Would you like assistance in perceiving them?
I'm quite all right.
I'm pretty good myself, thank you. Can I spot anything else that's happening, like any other...
Yeah, give me a spot check if you'd like.
Sure!
Can I hear anything else going on?
Give
31.
Give me a listen check.
Hmm. 38.
Nice rolls tonight. Between the two of you, as you look on, it seems almost strangely quiet, other than light wind whistling around, kind of in the air. There's not much signs of any sound or any figures moving about. Many of the bodies on the ground seem to be picked away or picked at by the few buzzards that seem to fly about. It looks like this place hasn't seen battle for at least a day or two by the looks kind of what you're seeing, as the blood itself is starting to brown on the ground, looking out. And listening in, there almost seems to be a light hymn kind of that's playing in the distance, that you begin to hear, almost like a faint chanting, though at this distance it's too hard to make out, as you kind of catch it on the wind coming from the same direction as where the druid grove seems to have popped up. As you look about, there does not seem to be anything else that kind of catches your attention outright.
I'm gonna cast See Invisibility on myself.
What?
Some prats in the distance are singing some stupid shite.
As he says this, sorry, I'm having to scroll up. Harvatut?
Yeah, Harvatut.
Okay. You do notice there seems to be something else on the figure as you cast this on yourself, and looking towards the two figures on the hill. The larger of the two seems to have something that suddenly appears on his hip, or on its hip, as it seems to not have been there a moment ago. As you look over and kind of close one eye to see if you're still seeing it, kind of checking yourself, and notice this. You're not sure at this distance what the item is, however, it looks to be some sort of rod or like staff-like shaped object from this distance.
He appears to have some kind of casting device.
Well, damn, I didn't notice that.
I immediately speak. I'm going to use one of my true speaking things to give you true sight, or See Invisibility. I'm sorry.
Who are you giving this to?
Just flick my eyes at you, and I make a true speaking check to give you the benefit of See Invisibility. But I
And
have to beat a DC equal to let me check the DC. It's fucking ridiculous, but it's okay.
it's 15 plus 2 times the creature's CR, which in this case, if you're going by levels, you take levels times 2. So,
Yeah.
being level 15, that would
45.
mean that he would be that'd be 30. So, which you times that again by 2, which is going to be a total of 60 plus 15, which is a total of 75 for the CR or for the DC.
Okay. I got a 90.
Nice. As you kind of blink, Feathersby, your eyes begin to glow, and as you look on, you do notice this individual suddenly has what looks to be a long quarterstaff at his hip that seems to be kind of hanging there. Also, something else that catches your attention is this individual looks to have some strange, almost fluffiness to him. The shadow is quite wide in comparison to what you were seeing a moment ago as you really kind of focus in.
The one
And,
with the stick is fluffy.
And when I use my true speaking, I speak in what can only be described as the words of like the the written code of reality. And it like it simultaneously manifests very noticeable effects, being that it's magic, and also deletes the words that I'm saying from your brain because your brain can't comprehend them without true speak.
Thus, the enjoyment of true speak. As you kind of look on them, your eyes kind of almost come to light as the spell takes hold.
The one with the stick is very fluffy and rather larger than he looks without whatever you just did to my eyes.
I just rewrote reality so that way you saw the things that I saw. It is nothing so dramatic.
Is there anything else you want to check before we get moving?
As Shogun kind of looks at each of you. Mm-hmm.
I shrug indifferently. I try to like match my movement to Shogun if he or they are trying to be within 10 feet of me. So that way they're never stopped by my circle. But if they try to stay away from me, then I'm fine with that too, and I can move freely. Unless someone else is evil. Like whoever, I know who is evil and who isn't because they can't approach me.
Mm-hmm. But as you kind of stand in the circle, Shogun kind of looking at you, are you all, what do you all want to do?
Well, we should head closer.
Excellent.
Bob, Lob, take left. Dob, Mob, take the right. Mob, follow us.
Almost in unison, the feral Goliaths begin to move about, bumping into each other, pushing each other until they finally get the order right and move where they need to be. As you lot start to kind of gather up and turn and start walking, I assume Weetel having his shield bearers is gonna be the one leading at the front with the rest of the party following behind.
All at the 30-foot pace.
Okay. As you lot begin to kind of move forward through the battlefield itself, as you begin to kind of march at a decent pace, 30 feet around, getting up to 150 feet, 250 feet from the large hill kind of sitting in the center of this field, you can hear as one of the individuals seems to shout something, some mumble, some strange language as he speaks out, and you see as a large air elemental suddenly appears right in front of in front of the 5 shield bearers, looking down at it as it seems to feel this giant, almost turkey-like creature, a glowing gemstone at the center, as as the air elemental makes a strange screeching sound. Please, everyone, roll me some initiative.
Oh, initiative is one of my lowest rolls.
Oh, that's never a good sign. Alright, 23 for Feathers B,
And it hasn't.
13 for Shogun, 11 for Harvatant, 7 for Weetail, as is the curse of every martial character ever in a party. It's just unfortunate how it
Why
goes.
am I going first?
Because life sucks for you. And the gods have decided that you should have to pay for it. I'll be honest, I have no idea.
Wait.
What's up?
I knew I'd be wrong.
Feel free to fix things as I get things written down.
Okay, there's 4 of the guys. That's Bob, Lob, Dob, and Mob.
Bro, I was just gonna have them run on your turn. Make all of our lives much easier.
That actually is probably a good idea.
Yeah, I don't want to have to keep track of that many initiatives, if I'm honest, so they will go at the end of your turn.
Why? 2 of them are 25.
That's unfortunate. They are also basically considered like summons, and to save us a lot of time, well, it'll be easier. Okay. As soon as World Anvil... God damn it. Not tonight, World Anvil. Not tonight. 11, so I can get that done. So I'm trying to get the initiative set up, but we're struggling a little bit. Almost done, I promise. Feathersby, what's your dex, by the way?
It is +5. +5.
Thank you. Boop. Alrighty. Perfect. Well, good news. You should survive. Alright, at the top of the initiative, as this Aram Elemental suddenly appears out of the ground, almost as if wind begins to pull together and the gem seems to pull itself from the ground, floating into the air and into the core of this large beast. A massive now turkey standing in front of you in the shape of an air elemental stares down at you and glares as the creature readies for an attack. As the initiative is up, however, Feathersby, standing about 15 feet behind Weetail and his men alongside Shogun, Harvatat as well, you find yourself up first with the quickest reaction. What would you like to do?
I'm not moving, so I'll get 2 actions. This will be fun. First off, we're gonna pop Shield of Faith Legions.
Okay.
Everybody has additional +3 to their AC.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. That's really beneficial to me. For reasons I will not go
I'm
into.
gonna double check the time amount on that real quick, so I don't end up giving you guys the wrong length of time for that. That will be for the next 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Alright. As you begin you begin to say a quiet prayer. You begin to glow as you begin to pray. The rest of you begin to feel a wash of warmth over you as a almost glowing shield begins to appear in front of you and pushes itself down onto your armor, giving a almost glimmering effect to your chest plate or chest itself as the shield disappears. All right, Feathersby, as you cast this, is there anything else you'd like to do?
There is. I just need to double check. I'm using entirely different spells this time than I normally would, and a lot more of them. So.
90 rounds, you ain't wrong.
There it is. I'm going to. Actually, nah, I'm not going to do this. This isn't worth doing in this point. I will pop. Oh. Actually, yeah. Since I'm still sitting on my dear friend Shogun, I'm gonna slap him and use a level 0 spell to cure minor wounds, but he's gonna gain the effect of 5th level combat medic. You gain 13 temporary hit points.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
As Feathersby kind of lays his wing onto you, Shogun, you feel your body kind of almost begin to warm even more, beginning to feel the power surge in you as your muscles seems to strengthen and you feel healthier than usual. That light cold you had developed on the way here and the sniffle that had been bothering you suddenly vanishing completely.
Be well, my friend, and be ready for the combat.
As Feathersby ends his turn by saying this, the next up in the initiative is one of the druids, and they are going to cast this. As right in front of you, Lot, and next to the air elemental, the large air elemental suddenly appears a large and almost vibrantly glowing white rhinoceros with a horn of pure black coloration, almost like the void itself, that seems to glimmer with little bits of light on it, almost like stars, as this creature stands in front of you. The word Stompy seemingly branded onto the side of its hip as the creature seems to roar out. That is going to end that druid's turn, as he is not going to be doing anything else until you, for right now, with you lot there. The rhinoceros for Stompy is up, and it is seeing this wall of Goliaths is going to immediately make an attack on them. Sadly, it cannot charge as it comes in right in front of you. That is a 26 to hit with the first of the fighters that is in front of it. We tell.
Miss.
Miss? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's right. Alright. Let's see if it can do it a second time, and that's a 23 to hit, so I assume that's also a miss.
Correct.
As Stompy begins to try and thrust its horn towards the Goliath, you watch as the one in the center kind of smacks his shield against the large glowing rhinoceros, shoving it slightly back and making the creature almost pause with surprise as it seems to be being pushed in a way that it has never been. The creature kind of stands there almost in shock as it ends its turn. The second druid is up, and he is going to go ahead and use his other ability. And you all watch as behind Shogun and Feathersby appears a Zill creature, as it seems to almost appear from nothing, light swirling about, and then suddenly the ground kind of pulling up to form this Zill-like creature, as the creature stares at Shogun. And then the druid ends its turn. Lightning McKing, as you come back, you still not having been seen at this point, Coming back from the far left side of the field, or sorry, the eastern side of the field, you stand now about 50 feet from the creature, or the creatures that now stand at the front line of your group. Kind of off to the left and out of the way of the creatures. They have yet to notice you as you kind of stand there. What would you like to do? I know you're typing, so I'm giving you as much time as possible here. I cast 2 prep spells on myself and end my turn. All right, cool. Yeah, no, I know, Shogun, don't worry. Okay, you can ping me what prep spells in case there's any effects, but cool, that works, for how you look. As Lightning McKing ends his turn, as he kind of begins to glow with arcane energy as you all look over. Jumping to the next person, unfortunately, Shogun, as you stand there, behind you, standing literally within within 5 feet of you, a Zill seems to stare at you, making strange noises, though. Not seemingly having any sort of presence to the creature itself, as it stares at you almost without a soul in its empty eyes. Feathersby is still on your shoulder. What would you kind of like to do? You've got Harvatot to your right, about another, I'd say 10 feet to your right, and about 10 feet, 15 feet in front of you, the Goliath line, 10 feet in front of you, we tell behind the Goliath line.
I'm gonna unfurl my wings.
Oh, shit. Okay. As suddenly Shogun just kind of like loosens his cloak that he's been wearing, and what wings did you get?
They are large, feathered, fiendish wings that come out of my back.
As for those who grew up on Tekken and remember the demonic sun from Tekken that pops out his demon wings at the end of it, almost like black angel-like wings, you see these 2 pop out of his back, some feathers kind of flying about as they lightly burn when they touch the ground.
And I'm gonna be honest, not really feeling that threatened by the Zill. I'm just gonna fly up 60 feet.
That will give it an attack of opportunity because you're leaving its thing. I'm just checking. Alright, it does. Okay. Just see if there's anything I need to specifically do. Nope, that's its claw, so that is a 16 to hit.
You super miss.
As the creature goes to kind of, not really understanding the situation as your wings unfurl and as you begin to fly up, you feel as something seems to grab hold of one of the loose feathers as it plucks almost immediately, burning in the Zill's hand as you float or fly above.
So there's a rhinoceros and an air elemental looking creature just hanging out in front.
Yes, at the front line, smacking at the Goliaths, it seems.
Okay. I'm gonna need a reflex save from both of them, as I cast an empowered, maximized, blistering fireball.
Oh. Alright. Well, that's the rhinoceros, or the celestial rhinoceros.
That's a fail.
And then this is the large air elemental, 32.
He succeeds, so he takes 60. The rhinoceros takes 120.
The rhinoceros is still up.
I can't imagine it felt good, however.
And you said to the air elemental, how much was it?
60. He just takes half.
Alright. As the damage goes raining down, and what are you using? What is this spell?
This is just fireball. It's a really powered up fireball.
Oh, as you all watch as Shogun flies up into the sky, and like almost Escanor from the Seven Deadly Sins, you watch as his hand goes into the air and a large ball of fire begins to form. As he suddenly tosses it down towards the creatures in front, the Goliaths kind of ducking behind their shield as this glowing ball of fire comes flaming down in front of them, hitting them. Does it not need to designate for allies?
I mean, the creatures are in front of the wall. I can just target it to not hit them.
Okay, just making sure. Alright.
And then I stare at the druids, because I just casually casted a 9th level spell, and I'm just staring at them. Just...
Okay. As you stare off at them, give me an intimidation check.
Shockingly, wizard, not the most intimidating.
Nope.
Can I help by looking menacing?
Nope.
Oh, buddy, it's not gonna matter.
This
You're
1
about to
foot
see
tall,
your wife.
2 pound fucking thing.
No, you'll love this. Hold on.
It is braised.
I
That's
know.
true. It does smell good.
A truly menacing +1 to intimidation.
Druids seem to be unfazed, but from this distance, it's still hard to even get a read on what their faces look like, let alone what the creatures are as they stand in the distance. But as you look on, Shogun, like a fiery angel from death above, the creatures seem to continue moving as they are. As the battlefield below you continues, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Not currently.
Cool. Alright, Harvatot, you are up. As you just saw Shogun fly into the air, launching a fireball in front of the Goliath line of tower shields. What do you want to do?
Well, I believe that means that I'm the only one next to this fucking Zill.
Yep. As we tell, it's looking at this point over towards the creature smacking at his men, I imagine.
I'm gonna kiss 2 of the fingers on my left hand. I wink at the Zill, and then I cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Wait a minute.
Fucking amazing. Go on.
Wait a minute. Do I have... Hold up. I don't. Fuck. These creatures don't get that. Oh, no. Alright. Yep, as you suddenly vanish after kind of kissing your 2 fingers forward, and the creature seems to kind of tilt its head and then look back straight up at the angel that is flying over with fireballs coming down, raining down.
Yeah. Let me check something real fast. Where is that one? Temporal twist.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Is Weetel in melee range with anyone?
Not currently.
Is anyone who has a melee attack in melee range with anyone?
The 5 Goliaths who are currently kind of taking the brunt of the rhinoceros and the air elemental.
Yeah, Bob, Lob, Dob, Mob, and Crash.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Wow.
I will instead use my true speaking on my Angel of Death buddy to activate Caster's Lens on him.
Ooh. Hold up. Caster Lens. I'm not familiar with that one. What does that do?
I succeed. You now benefit from +2 caster level.
Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna find doesn't matter here soon.
As you kind of speak once more in the strangest of language, a ripple in the reality around as Shogun, you feel your magic suddenly empowered slightly, unlocking capabilities you hadn't had before. Alright. Anything else, Harvatat? I think that, or Harvatot, my apologies.
I do have a thing I can do as a swift action, but I don't know if I want to do it yet.
No worries. If you want to hold off, no, that's no problem. Alright.
No, I'm not going to do it yet.
Okay. Alright, as you begin to, or as you kind of look up at the, or up towards the Shogun figure, kind of giving him this bonus as you speak, suddenly the Zill seems to kind of look around, kind of confused for a moment, looking for you. Now, I do have to roll, even though I don't think I can actually succeed. No. The creature, not really seeing anything else close to it, is going to immediately charge at Oh wait, hold up. Never mind. I can't charge. I don't have enough movement. Sorry. It's going to walk up and smack poor Weetail as it doesn't have anything else to do. The creature looks over and is going to begin to walk the 10 feet forward.
He's lucky I have never bought a single melee weapon as Harvaton.
Weetail, as you kind of stand there looking towards the front line, hearing your men kind of taking the brunt as their shields are being smacked by the large glowing rhinoceros and the air elemental seemingly smacking them about, trying to shove them back, giving orders to hold strong as best they can, you suddenly feel as a 25 hit?
Apparently, him looking up in the sky caused him to swing high. And
Yep.
miss.
Oh! As he turns and kind of walks over to you to swing at you, the creature kind of like tilts its head as you easily manage to dodge without even looking at the creature and not breaking stride as you continue giving orders. The creature just kind of looks at you with a puzzled look on its in its face as it stares at your back, ending its turn as that's it because it moved forward.
Realizing that the creature just implied that Weetail was short, I am going to prepare to fly next turn.
Oh no. Weetail, you are up.
Looking forward, the chicken's on the left and the rhino's on the right, correct?
Looking forward, flip those. Rhino's on the left. Yeah, no, you had that right. Yeah, you got that right. And then the giant turkey is on the right. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Bob and Lob to attack the chicken, Dob to turn around and prepare to attack the ant guy, Mob and Crash I'm gonna tell to attack the rhino, and then I'm gonna do a 180 on my spot and attack the hill.
Okay. Let's start with you first. Make it easy. As you do a 180, tired of this Zill trying to attack you while you're giving orders.
There's my first attack.
Shockingly, yeah, it hurts. Whew.
That one hits?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, this creature is a summon.
And that's also with electric damage.
Okay. As you slash into the creature as hard as you can, cutting at it, you watch as the carapace seems to break away and bits of dirt crumble to the ground as the creature seemingly seems to look as if its knees begin to shake, but the rest of its body does not seem to react. Alright, that was your first attack. As you're not moving, Weetail. What else you got?
There's my second attack.
Oh, yeah, that hits. I don't like the fact that you only need a roll of 2 to hit me. This is not making me feel good.
It's gonna get worse.
Oh, no, I know.
More
Whew.
electric damage.
As you cut into the Zill the second time, your blade cutting through the creature's legs completely as you literally take its knees from underneath it. It collapses into the ground, dropping and turning to dirt.
Alright. I'm gonna hold off on my movement and my last attack.
Okay. Until your fighters are able to get their fight.
Let's see, they are all next to each other. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my movement and I'm gonna go to the left of Bob and I'm gonna attack the chicken.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
How big is the chicken?
It is large.
Okay, so me moving, let's see, 5, 10, 15, I'm moving 15 feet to the left, and then 10 feet forward. Would I be flanking the chicken now?
Technically, yes. Your men are already causing a flanking on the creature.
Does that give me a bonus to attack?
Yes, it gives
Plus
you a
two.
+2 to attack. It also gives it a -2 on attacking you. If I remember correctly for flanking. Let me double check.
I don't think it does, but I could be wrong. It's been
17 hit.
17 to hit. 17 does not hit. As you go to swing, the creature seemingly seeing your attack and easily dodging out of the way as it does. As you kind of look up at it, irritated, the creature kind of seems to gobble and make a strange noise as almost the magic around you can begin to be felt increasing.
I yell back at it, "Shut up, dinner, and die!"
It's also a nat 1, which seems pretty important.
Yeah, do roll me another d20, thank you. Oh, we tell. Alright, as you say this, kind of shouting it out, the creature seems to almost kind of seem taken aback for a moment. What would you like your fighters to do?
Do I roll intimidate on my shout?
Yes, please. Goddamn popcorn going down the wrong tube. Fuck. Oh.
27.
As you shout, the creature standing in front of you seems to try to shout even louder. It seems unfazed, though the rhinoceros does look slightly cowed, as it seems to take not an actual step, but seems to move to look towards the other members of this fighting crew to focus on them. All right, now for your 5 Goliaths.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's see what you got.
$27 to hit.
For the first one, on I assume elemental. Or are we going with the rhinoceros first?
I'm going from left to right, so it'd be chicken, chicken,
Okay.
chicken, rhino, rhino.
All right. The elemental that does hit. All right.
6 damage.
Okay.
And then the next one in line. Also on the chicken, 14. That's a
Does
miss.
not hit. Let's see what we got for the next.
17 is also a miss on the chicken.
Mm-hmm. And now for the 2 rhinos.
23.
23 does hit.
Alright, and I'm going to do the other attack as well.
No worries.
And a 24 to hit as well?
24 also hits.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly it. Now there's a boss I need for
Total
later.
of 16 damage.
16 as you slash into the, or as the 2 slash into the rhinos, the other's trying to slash into the air elemental. You watch as the creatures seem to almost be in shock as they're hit one after another. The Goliath seemingly stabbing in unison as they move forward, trying to shove these creatures slightly back with their tower shields, giving a true Roman legionary fight as they kind of stand behind them, looking on at the creatures now slightly bleeding and the crystal in the air elemental slightly cracking. Alright. That ends the Goliath's turns, I assume?
Yep, they only have 1 action each.
Perfect.
And they're for their movement, they're going to hold fast.
Okay.
Actually, wait, you let them do an extra attack, don't you?
If they don't move, yes.
Alright, then they're all going to take an extra swing.
Please just do type RR space 5 space D20 plus 9.
They're not all plus 9. I've got one that's an 8 and one that's a 10.
You couldn't save yourself the trouble, huh? My man.
All their stuff. You told me to make them, I did.
Hey, I thought you meant you were gonna just do it as like a couple
Here.
synopsis. I didn't think you'd do it all of them exactly. That's why I was like, yo, yeah, just make one to copy them over 5 times.
Here we go. Wait, what? Oh, wait. I know
Yeah, you
what
have to do a
5.
space.
1d20.
It'd be 5d20. Oh, that works.
Okay, so the second one is actually a 19, and then the fourth one is actually a 26. So it'd be 11, 19, 23 to the chicken.
23 hits.
Okay.
The others 2
and
don't.
then a 26 and a 19 to the rhino.
The 26 hits, and so does the 19.
Alright.
So both hit on the rhino, 1 hits on the large turkey, air elemental.
Yeah, I'll do this. Alright, so 7 goes to the turkey,
Okay.
and that means 17 goes to the rhino.
As the rhino is cut into as a second barrage of these Goliaths, kind of hearing the order of Wheattail to continue or to attack again, each of the blades go slashing down as the rhino takes another brutal cut across its face, one after another, as the creature seems to yell out, or roar out as if in pain. The air elemental seems unfazed, continuing to keep its ground as the crystal inside of its chest or its body begins to crack and wear. All right. As the Goliaths kind of stand their ground, holding their shields, the ending their turn. Is there anything else you want to do? We tell with them.
Nope.
Perfect. All right. The air elemental is up, and it is going to swing immediately onto the... Actually, I'm checking something. Actually, you know what? No. As this creature is going, or as the air elemental is going to turn itself into a large, thing of whirlwind, it is going to begin to blow away. I need... what size are the, Pharaoh Goliaths? Do you put them at medium? Medium? Oh, perfect. I need... Just seeing. I don't think they weigh enough, so that's fine. Yes, I do need a reflex save from them, as well as Wheattail.
And Wheattail is small.
Alright, good to know. So I'll be 6 in total for the reflex saves. Let's see what you got.
Alright.
Alright,
So that'd be a 25 for me.
25 succeeds. All of the rest... Go ahead.
A 7, 11, 10, 17, and 19.
The 17 and 19 succeed. The others will take the full damage. The rest will take half of this. Each of you will... those who failed will take 7 points. Those who succeeded will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this creature begins to transform itself and expand itself into a thing of wind, pushing forward. You also will be moved back about 10 feet right up onto the poor Harvatot as she suddenly sees you lot kind of blown back towards her and kind of pushed in the direction. You find yourself kind of catching yourself only about 10 feet backwards as the creature continues to push forward, advancing, ending its turn.
Oh, this is dangerous because Wheattail can't be within 10 feet of me.
Not at the start of his turn, so that's gonna make it fun. Is there an effect for the immediate upon them entering your zone, or is it only if they stay in it?
And I can't stress this enough, cannot cross within 10 feet of me.
Oh!
He is literally being pressed against it.
Wheattail is evil. He's an evil line. Give me a second.
It's like being pushed against a wall.
Yeah, give me a second.
Unless if he is not evil, then it doesn't matter. It's
Wait.
only evil creatures.
Wait, we tell. Are you not evil aligned?
I am neutral good.
Oh, then yeah, you're fine. Okay, never mind. And I
and you're
assume
fine.
that your Goliath would be evil either in that situation. Perfect. Okay. No worries, and yeah, as you as you kind of find yourself push back the creature, seemingly ignoring any sort of concern, as it shoves the shields back, kind of pushing this line backwards, and underneath that's the angel above death with his fiery abode. As we get to the top of the initiative, once more, Feathersby, looking down, you can see this air elemental having turned into what looks to be almost a whirlwind, shoving back the front line. The two figures in the distance still standing on their hill, not doing anything, as they seem to almost be content to watch. You're still kind of riding on the shoulder at this point of Shogun as you float in the air about 60 feet.
Oh, this will be fun. As that all happens to Weetel, Feathersby reaches into a little pouch on his belt, pulls out a small wooden shield, looking at the air elemental, snapping it in two, and says, "Burn. Energy vulnerability. I need a will save."
Okay. I'm just double checking something. Yep. That is a 13.
A fail. That is a fail. This air elemental is now vulnerable to fire damage.
Let me double check, cause I'm pretty sure being an elemental trait. Ah, shit. Nope, they do not get anything. Okay. Yeah, as you crack the shield, the creature seems to be kind of go unnoticed, but as you watch, the gem seems to change to a strange color, going from almost a bright, glowing bluish color to a light green as he does this.
I need one more save.
Okay, what for?
From the rhinoceros, if it's within 10 feet.
Within on the border of would be more accurate as the party or as they got pushed back 10 feet. The rhino has not moved forward, so that would be 10 feet away from the creature. Yeah. So
the rhino
not
needs
worry
to make
about
a save, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Here, let's see. That is a 10.
That fails too. He's also, for the next 15 rounds, vulnerable to fire damage.
Joke's on you, he already was. Fuck you. Alright.
More vulnerability.
As the rhino begins to kind of lose a bit of its glow to it, the creature seems to almost look up suddenly in concern up towards the sky.
Oh, I'm not done.
Well, that's 2 spells.
No, that's 1 spell. They both are within 10 feet. If they're within 10 feet.
Okay, got you.
So I get to do this because this is funny. I just have to find where I put it. There it is. I'm going to cast, and this is on everybody down there.
Mm-hmm.
Cure Minor Wounds Mass.
Okay.
And this is maximized automatically, so that is a very nice. Let me pull it up here so I don't fucking fuck
And
this
when you
up.
say now, I want to make
Cure
clear.
Light Wounds Mass, not Minor. Sorry. Cure Light Wounds Mass.
You did say everyone, so go ahead and roll your dice.
All of my allies. Let me make this clear.
Amen. Listen.
Yeah, I'm seeing where I misspoke, but channel positive energy to cure. This is maximized, so this is 23 points of healing to my allies down there that I can see. So all you guys are back up, and you all have 13 temporary hit points.
Except for Heart. Oh no, you have because you still have the True Sight ability up, so you can you can still see Harvard.
Yep, however, you got 13 points of temp HP from this.
As you all see as Feathersby begins to glow, almost a holy symbol of a strange creature appearing in the sky as it does, kind of enveloping around Shogun. You all feel as your bodies begin to almost lighten, the light fatigue from even the start of this battle already dissipating as you now kind of stand there. even those of you who are invisible seemingly kind of gaining this bonus.
Do not fall.
Yeah, as as Feathersby shouts this out, the Goliaths seem to cheer on, kind of holding their shields in front of them as they continue to take the battering of the wind.
And they just stand taller.
Yep. All right.
Temp HP for
And
5 minutes.
that is 2 spells. Anything else you'd like to do, Feathersby?
No, there is not actually. I'm doing pretty good sitting up here. Shogun, you have a target. They're now vulnerable to your flames.
Okay. Let me double check something. Alright. One of the shadowy figures in the distance on the hill is going to go ahead and transform into what looks to be a black ball and begin to fly at top speed towards you lot. It's going to take him another round, but that ends his turn. The rhino, who is up, is going to, now that it has the distance, charge the Goliath line. So, give me a moment to pull up my note for this. And double check. Improved. Oh, they don't have improved. Really? Interesting. Alright. Give me a moment. Let me pull this up. If you're able to move. So you gain a +2. Okay, so this will just get a -2 later as the rhino begins to look at the center of the group of Goliaths. This will be a +2 to it, so... Now, of all time, really... As the rhino begins to kind of like snuff at the ground, blowing out hot air, kind of pulling at the ground with its heavy feet, it begins to charge forward and almost immediately catching a heavy rock under its large foot. You watch as the rhino almost stops and pulls back, like having stepped on a Lego. The creature seems to make a strange noise as it stops its charge, and barely managing to end its turn. Oh, poor Stompy. I assume a 16, by the way, did not hit Weetail for your Goliaths. Yeah. No, I figured as much when a 26 didn't hit. Alright. The second druid is going to go ahead and transform into a larger figure. What looks to be almost huge humanoid form begins to take shape. The creature, looking to be large and feathery, begins to fly up into the air and is going to use its entire flight speed to get about 100 feet above Shogun. As it ends its turn. Next on the initiative, Lightning McKing. As you look on about 50 feet forward, you see these the air elemental having turned into a whirlwind, kind of pushing the Goliaths forward or backwards. The rhino having kind of just stopped in its steps immediately after stepping on some large rock. And now in the sky, what looks to be 2 figures coming towards Shogun up above. What would you like to do?
So many options. I think Lightning McKing is the closest thing to a feral rage that he can be in without actually being in a mechanical feral rage. And with his with his boots of speed, he is going to close the distance with just the closest enemy, and he's going to lay into them.
That would be the rhino for the closest to you, within 50 feet of you.
Right on. Then I will lay into the rhino.
As you charge forward, alright. As you all see
So-
this glimmering of a figure
sorry.
with their kind of shining skin of almost iron on kind of all about them, as they charge forth, flickering almost in and out of view. As you all see, they seem to dissipate almost like static every once in a while, almost completely vanishing like an invisibility. However, not invisible for point of the combat. Go ahead, sorry, Lightning King.
No, you are good. I am going to roll a ton of dice, and unless, I just want to be clear, would a 26 hit
Yes.
the rhino?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless I get a nat 1, I hit and threaten a critical. And for each time that I threaten a critical, I get another attack at the same attack bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll until I get a nat 1, and that's how many hits I get.
Is it a bad time to mention this thing has damage resistance?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll fucking see how much damage resistance it has. If I have to literally chip this thing to death, that's what I'll do. Death by 1,000 cuts, baby.
Yep, as you charge forth with your weapons in hand. Alright. This is the stab that never ends. Yep, no.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll give you a second. I know you're driving, so take a moment.
Uh-huh.
Spin that wheel.
Oh wow, a nat 20. That's useful.
Oh, accurate.
You gotta. Oof.
Bro's like Yoda, basically, right now.
What
What Kylo Ren wished he was.
A fucking blur of movement. Flickering in and out of reality because I also have blur on. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Would somebody do me a favor and roll 18 iterations of 1d4 plus 11? Oh, sorry, 14. 1d4 plus 14.
1d4 plus 14.
Harry's on Justin typing, so I'll let him do it.
Yeah, Justin, go ahead. I'm gonna make him even worse here in a minute.
That's what you like to hear.
That is what I like to hear.
Start with the raw D4s, and you said plus how much?
14 per, so...
Oh dear God.
Oh, that's just 14 times 8. 18.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, but if you're factoring in damage resistance with each...
No, I am.
Yeah, need those specific.
Nope, I got it. I got it.
252 more. Ooh, buddy.
As you begin kind of slashing at this creature one after the other, I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
1, 2... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3... You do 4 points of damage.
What's its damage resistance?
A lot higher than almost just about your max. As you so it's a DR 17 if you're wondering. As you slash into the creature. Now, are you using what do your daggers count as, out of curiosity, actually, for purpose of DR?
They're not daggers. They're scimitars, and
Scimitars. Okay.
they're silver and iron right now.
Okay, yep, does not factor in, sadly. As you slash into the creature one after another, kind of cutting into it, feeling your blade take hold of the creature, but yet leaving nothing but shallow wounds, the creature seems unfazed as you continue to tear into it, inside beginning to bleed.
Say, I said it was 4 that
1,
dealt
2,
damage.
3, 4, yes.
Moment.
Oh no, do you have something extra? Oh god.
Well,
Is
yeah, I have a few different things on mine.
Oh no.
on my swords. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, by the way, these are crits, so they double damage,
Oh.
which I also just.
Well, that would have been
Oh.
helpful to know. Thank you. Okay, hold up.
Yeah. Also,
God, no.
and this could be super complicated. So if you want to simplify it by just making it one roll, I'd totally understand. But for each crit that I get, I roll a d4, and that's the crit multiplier for that crit. If you want to make the entire line of iterations the same crit multiplier, to simplify it, that would make sense too.
Well, you're the
'Cause
one who
it's
has to
only
roll the
attack.
dice, so that is 100% up to you. If you'd like to roll it individually, you are welcome to take that gamble.
Cool. I am going to roll it individually.
So that'll be 4 hits as far as it goes.
Oh well,
They're all
because each of their damage is doubled. They're all going to be doing damage.
Oh, then you don't even have to roll then if that's the case. If these are all crits, I'm not even gonna make you roll because that's gonna kill the rhino regardless. There's no way you can't do enough damage.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's another effect that would have happened if it survived, but
No. As you tear into the creature, continuing to swipe at it, the bleeding continues to pick up. The rhino seemingly not focused on you at the slightest, till you finally manage to cut through the creature, watching as it unsummons, vanishing into almost a dark abyss, turning into a blackened dusk before fading away. As lightning, kind of in a rage, tears into the side of this creature, as almost blades in hand, flashing in the summer day light, as he seems to glimmer. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Lightning King?
Yeah. How much movement did I use to get to this guy?
50 feet in total.
50 feet. Can I close with the next one with 10 more feet?
Yes.
Gotcha. I will close with the next one and attack.
All right.
Well, that's just fucking stupid. The second roll was a 1, so I get 1 hit on it.
All right. Let's see what you got.
That's. Okay. And the multiplier. That's 45 points of damage.
Whew! As you turn, still with anger in your eyes, kind of blade in hand, charging towards the whirlwind that is pushing back Weetel's men. Weetel, from the other side of the wall, all you hear is the sounds of clashing metal smacking off the sounds of heavy rock. Little sparks flashing over the sides of the shield as the onslaught continues. The elemental, taking the hit, manages to just barely survive as its gemstone has a massive crack as you slam into it. Lightning McKing.
Lightning McKing is frothing at the mouth and will end his turn there.
Oh, okay. No good.
Vibrating and blinking in and out of reality, and growling ferally.
The Goliaths look on with concern and worry, but say nothing as they continue to hold their shields in front of them, ready for any onslaught to come. Alright, as you end your turn, Lightning McKing, kind of slightly vibrating, looking on at this creature like a ravaging beast. Shogun, you're up. What would you like to do? As you look above you, about 100 feet flies one large-looking feathery creature that seems to almost be blocked by the sun to get a real look at it.
I cast Enlarge Person on Lightning McKing.
Oh, down below. Okay. Lightning. Are you going to resist, or
Incredible.
are you
No.
cool with it? All right.
No, I'll take that. Thank you.
Yeah, as lightning grows to one size larger.
And then I'm looking up. Is this thing like right above me?
It looks to be, yes.
just gonna fly 60 feet to the right.
Okay. Still with
Model position.
feathers be on your shoulder. Okay. As
Yeah,
you
I'm
kind
unsure why it's still on my shoulder, but I'm not gonna complain.
swiping your wings with one heavy pull, you pull yourself about 60 feet to the right and out of the way of the creature. All right.
Yep, that's all I'm doing.
All right, Harvatot, as you watch seeing Weetail kind of pushed back onto you, his men kind of being pushed, and the line in the sand from their tower shields, or lined in the dirt from their tower shields being pushed back, kind of expecting Weetail to be evil, as most adventurers typically have some sort of evil to them. Almost a surprise as he managed to come right through your shield in protection, as well as his men who seemed to be almost pushed up right onto you. We tell only about inches from you as he seems to be getting pushed by this giant air elemental and his men. As you kind of hear the light sounds of the battle on the other side, what would you like to do? Sorry.
So just because the hilarity of buffing the ever-loving shit out of Lightning McKing seems to be happening,
Oh no.
I'm gonna use Speed of the Zephyr on Lightning McKing to make him even speedier. He gains the benefits of haste.
Okay, let's see if you can roll. Yep.
Fucking
I did.
immaculate.
Yeah, I think you literally have to roll net 1 to fail. Yeah, as you see as this Lightning McKing kind of starts to grow larger, kind of seeing his face suddenly tower a little bit over, poking over the shields, as you kind of immediately speak this strange language, the Goliath seem to kind of almost look a little bit confused at feeling the strange magic flow behind them. We tell as you feel suddenly an almost strange outburst of arcane energy coming behind you. You will all see as Lightning McKing suddenly begins to vibrate faster, like he has just been given a shot of espresso. Or like Fry from that Futurama episode where he drank way too much coffee. As he watches the fire go on. But as you cast this Harvatot, he begins to vibrate a little bit quicker. Is there anything else you'd like to do as you get moved?
Let's upgrade that espresso shot to a meth shot. I'm gonna give him an extra. I'm gonna give him an extra movement. For the next round.
Oh, what's this one?
This would be Temporal Spiral.
Oh, okay, gosh. Got you. And so, did that double his movement?
He gains an additional movement action in the current round.
Okay, so you have an extra movement action. Okay.
And don't forget that your speed is doubled because of haste.
Nope. Alright. As Harvatot begins to buff Lightning McKing even more, as you feel your legs become lighter, Lightning, kind of almost as if you could run a marathon with ease now. You feel as that all your party begins to buff you up, the power of a god at your hands.
I think Lightning McKing starts to scream at the top of his lungs.
And thus the druids will never come down to the ground again.
I just want to say that Lightning McKing is currently moving at triple this. He is receiving time at 3 times faster than everyone else.
Yeah, dude.
All right. As Harvatot kind of ends their turn, and as you begin to almost vibrate from the sudden energy boost that you've gained, Lightning, the Zill seems to stand back up as the ground reforms around it, and it seems to kind of stand there now looking down. Unfortunately, a very large Lightning McKing kind of standing in front of him as where this creature just died a moment ago. Lightning, as you look down and see this Zill just pull out of the earth, the ground kind of pulling together, the Goliath kind of in shock as they watch this happen. This creature kind of looks at you with confusion, and as it just resurrected, it can't do anything. It ends its turn. And as we go to the next one, we tell. As you look over your line of Goliath, still holding the line, no creature really near you, what would you like to do? As you can hear the Lightning McKing vibrating in the background.
But the chicken is still up, correct?
Yes, and it is trying to push your men backwards right now.
Oh, so it came towards my men?
Yeah, when it was when it started pushing you, it was pushing you and the Goliath fighters backwards 10 feet. And like following.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I'm gonna have all of us attack it.
Okay.
Let's see. So I'm gonna go first. D20, not a 1D206.
Oh, I feel that. No. Sometimes you need that 1D206.
Does a 25 hit?
Well, that's a nat 1.
Yeah.
So
But
roll
does a
again.
25 hit?
It's an auto fail because of the nat 1, but let's see if you cause yourself any problems here. No.
No.
As you kind of go to swing at the creature, climbing up onto the tower shield of your men, one of them seemingly kind of shocked by the sudden rise of the Zill, seems to kind of be shocked, almost jump out of his skin when you try to climb up the shield, kind of moving to the side as you fall back down off of it, as he seems to be slightly, almost thinking that you were the Zill creature coming up behind him.
Alright, and since I'm not gonna move, I get to have an extra attack, correct?
Yep.
Alright. How does a 43 hit on the creature?
Yep. Nope. That works. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a crit too.
Oh, do you crit on a 19? Oh shit. All right.
Yeah.
Roll a 1d20. Plus 24 as well. So this is to confirm. So that does make it through, but it does not crit a second time, so you don't get a permanent injury. Oh well, you're about to kill this thing. Go ahead. So you can either double the dice rolled, or you can double what the result. Or it times 3 or whatever, times 4, whatever it is for your multiplier.
38 points of damage.
Ooh! As you slash into the air elemental, you watch as the shard explodes out from the contact with your blade, as the thing seems to expand out, popping into little bits of dust and shards of green onto the ground. A strange thing of a blue light seems to escape the gem before the wind kind of dies down, and the bottom of the gemstone falls to the ground, darkening in color.
Is the Zill within attack range?
It is.
I'm gonna cleave. Actually, I'm gonna great cleave on it.
All right. I say, be careful. Lightning McKing looks like it could be just as easily a beast at this point.
I crit on that one too.
Oh my god. Dude, why is this? You know, now, it's a good thing we don't have Monday session, because I feel like you would have died come Monday. Oh my
Another
god.
crit.
Alright, roll for
You want me to
permanent
roll
injury.
again?
Yeah. Yeah, roll for permanent injury if you want. I don't know if it's gonna matter.
It is a summoned creature, unfortunately.
Yep. Alright.
Does a 39 hit?
Alright, this is the first time it's ever happened. Give me, well, I'll tell you what, roll your damage first. If you don't kill the thing, we'll roll your permanent injury to this creature.
It'd be funny if the fucking druids reconstitute this goddamn creature and then it comes back with the permanent injury.
36 damage.
36
Carving
damage?
it into your fucking soul.
Holy shit, it's up by 1 HP. Go ahead and, okay, give me a D100 for what you're still taking from this thing.
1.
Damage just like fucking constitution damage and die.
I think its head.
You take its right shoulder, meaning the rest of its arm, with it as the creature's arm gets lopped off almost in a clean cut, kind of flying to the distance. The creature kind of looks at you and for a moment seems to try and wave its hand, expecting the ground to come up and rebuild the arm, and the ground does not. You are correct. This is a permanent injury to this individual summoned creature.
That Zill soul is fucking wrecked.
I get to attack again, right?
Technically, you haven't moved, so yeah.
Oh my god.
Does a
That
37
yeah,
hit?
that hits. Okay.
It's dead.
Roll, yeah, I was gonna say if you don't roll a 1, you kill this thing. Yeah, right. Even then, if you do, you still kill it. As
19.
you lop its head off after watching its arm go flying, the creature seeming like holding its other arm over towards the shoulder. It does seemingly distracted as you cleanly cut the creature's head off. As the last thing it seems to see as its head goes tumbling to the ground is it looks at you doing a full spin with your weapon blade in hand. A glimmer of the silver itself kind of sparkling as it does. The creature falls to the ground.
Any other creatures within attack range?
Nothing at all as you look around. In the sky, almost about 160 feet, is a flying bird-like creature, and then a ball in the air about 60 or so feet up.
I'm gonna yell at the enemy bird druid thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Come down here, you foul beast.
You hear the
Here's my
creature.
intimidation.
Oh no, let's
Come on.
see. Is it
What?
gonna roll? Give it a minute. There it goes.
25.
The druid from above seems to cackle in a strange laughter as it does, and as you try to spook it, shouting this out. Your men, one of the guys kind of looks back and goes, "Don't worry, boss. I'm intimidated." As you end your turn, we tell. Yep.
Hold on, and then there's my 5 guys.
Yep, that's what I was going to. As you end your turn, your 5 Goliath fighters still stand in the line. Now, no air elemental to fight. The gemstone shattered on the ground. Theoretically, should not be able to be summoned back easily. As you look about, there's no other creatures around, kind of on the floor. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna have my guys spread out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And keep an eye on the ball and the bird.
Okay. Do you want them to just kind of circle around where you're standing currently?
I'm gonna have them circle around Haravatat.
Harvatot? Got you.
Yeah,
They can't see. I mean,
Nope, they can't.
well,
Well,
they can't-
technically,
they-
Weetail
Your
could tell where
last
you.
known
Weetail could because
position.
Weetail would have bumped into you when he got pushed backwards. So he generally knows roughly where you were a moment ago.
okay, that works.
So
yeah. Basically, just say go 10 feet away from me in different angles.
as they
kind of
put
thing.
their shields down and begin to kind of make a loose circle to be able to back up into if they need to, kind of surrounding you and Harvatot as you kind of stand there. Yeah. The men kind of watch out, looking up at the sky's weapons at the ready, shields kind of resting on the ground while they have a moment to take a second. All right, and they're gonna hold their actions, I assume, until the creatures come within range.
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah they are. So they've used their movement, but they're holding their action.
Yep.
And I have 1 action left that I'm holding as well.
That's good, because as the crystal begins to reform, the air elemental regrows back up into its full size at the start of its turn, or at the end of its turn. The creature begins to reform right in front of Lightning McKing and beside one of the Goliath fighters. As it does, that is a
Within
held
range
action
of me?
off. What's your range for my own knowledge?
5.
5 feet? No, it would be technically because you had back up a bit to get back to Harvatot.
I didn't back
Oh
up
no,
at all.
you didn't move. That's right. No, yes, they would be.
Yeah.
You'd still be within attacking range. It's still like right behind you. So yeah, you just have to turn around.
Okay, so myself and then 2 of my guys get to attack then.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really think I'd roll a crit, Shogun. I don't want to hear it. I have a DC set for how bad this crystal gets destroyed before it can reform. That's not on me. Blame the dice gods for it. They bite you.
32 hit.
32 does hit. It'll be fun. Exactly.
All right, I do 15 points of damage.
All right. as you slash at the crystal with your blade in hand, the crystal seems to immediately crack, catching one of the cracks that was mending just moments ago as you slash into it, preventing it from at all healing. The crystal seems to make a slight, almost cracking sound throughout it, but seems to stay together.
All right, and my other two guys with their held actions are 21 and 23.
Those hit. Let's see what they can do for damage.
Together, they do 16 points of damage.
As they turn and slash at the creature, kind of catching it by surprise. The air elemental seems, the crystal begins to slightly shatter a little bit more, the top of it kind of cutting off almost cleanly and falling to the ground. The bottom portion of it, almost a 16th of it, seems to chop away, tossing to the ground and burning immediately, causing the sand to give a slight glow to it while it begins to burn from the magic power invested into this crystal. As those two Goliaths end their turn, you have three other fighters. Did you want them to use the rest of their movement to move up and get next to this creature, or no?
But first, I need to back up a bit. You do remember that my damage has electric damage.
Yes, I am taking account for that.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I'm gonna have the other three come around closer,
Okay.
but not be within range yet.
Okay, so range for this creature that they'd be able to tell is about 10 feet for it to hit you, so they'd have to be about 15 feet back.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, as they kind of keep a distance, creating almost a crescent around the creature, 15 feet back, putting themselves between the creature and where Harvatat was a moment ago, as they kind of make a stand. All right. As they end their turn, kind of whooping and hollering at the creature to catch its attention, back up to the top of the initiative, and we're never going to hit 90 rounds, but, if anybody's curious, we're at 3 rounds of 90 before that, bonus goes off. Feathersby, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop my 4th level domain spell, which is a swift action. I now have a 65-foot fly speed at good flying, so I can hover. I'm gonna hop off this little corner here that I've been sitting on, and I'm gonna go get in range of our dear Lightning McKing.
Okay. Well, what's range for you?
King.
What do you need?
I need to get within 70 feet.
Oh, well, I mean, already being 60 feet above, as you fly about 64 feet, or about 50 feet forward, back towards where Shogun was a moment ago. Yeah, you get within about 70 feet.
I'm going to be heading down to get closer to that battlefield.
Okay. Oh, you're going back down. Okay. Yeah, as you dive down.
Which means I get to move at a lovely 130 feet.
Yeah. I'll say easily getting down towards where Lightning McKing is, who's kind of lightly vibrating, frothing at the mouth right now, and quite large.
Hey, buddy, you seem like you need some more power. Would you like it? As I give him the investure of the Harvester Devil. You get to deal an extra d6 points of damage to a creature each round that you hit, except for every melee. You deal lingering wounds, and you gain fire resistance 5.
Okay.
Incredible. Thank you.
As one even more Lightning McKing, as you feel magic flowing into your body, growing stronger.
My lyrium balls are powering up.
Oh god. The glow around his nether regions begins as a faint blue seems to kind of vibrate
and land.
Glow. Mm-hmm.
I'll go and land. I'll go and hover near our dear Haru. I will never be able to pronounce his name. Haru.
Harvatat. That was, dude.
Harvatat.
This is worse than Chastophilus. You hurt me.
Harvatat. I'm gonna hover near her.
Okay. No worries as you kind of back up. Well, and you do have true sight, so you can see them. All right, perfect.
Actually, unfortunately, no. I have non-detection.
Oh, that's right. So are you just going where they were last seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As-
I'm sorry.
As you flutter down behind the Goliaths, kind of expecting them to be there, moving your wings about. The only good news is due to the amount of movement that's been going on, is Harvatot's roughly within the 5 feet range of where they were at the beginning of the fight. As they haven't been able to
Yeah,
move
it's
too
also
much.
a good thing that I'm neutral good, so I can actually enter the bubble.
But as you flutter down, give me we'll call it a spot check to see if you can find them real quick. I'm gonna put, let's say, DC 30.
Ironically, listen might be easier. Because I'm speaking constantly.
Oh, the one time.
Now, no. As you flutter about looking for them, and not feeling anything, it's kind of a wonder if Harvatot didn't leave the battlefield as you start to kind of look on. As it would be.
I'm in position to be a better healer. This is fine.
I'm happy that you did. As the Direbat, or sorry, not Direbat, Werebat is going to come fluttering down towards you immediately and begin trying to grab onto you.
Okay, let's see if it can hit my AC.
No, it's grappling you. It's not going for your AC.
Technically, still has to make a touch attack.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, there's
And
the
that
grapple.
doesn't hit my AC.
Well, that was a grapple
Did
check. If
Werebat
that
come into range of one of my two guys that hadn't taken their last action?
Technically, no. It wouldn't be. It'd be avoiding anything getting close enough to him. It does have the movement speed, thankfully. And then for the touch attack, give me a moment. 17 for the.
That is not. That doesn't even hit my AC.
Alright, as the creature goes to try and bite at you, as you flutter out of the way of it. I'm just double checking something. Alright. It will end its turn standing about 5 feet from you and about 20 feet off the ground. As the bat ends its turn, Stompy is going to see if he manages to get back up. Stompy does not get back up. Alright. As the other druid, the one in the sky, is going to start its turn. And immediately... Shogun, no, it'd be Shogun and... Actually, just Shogun. I can't hit any of the rest of you. Alright. Shogun, I need a reflex save. This is not personal. I want you to know this, but when this really hurts, I want you to know I was planning to do this to all your friends, not just you.
There's a reason I flew off to the side on my own.
Oh.
I suspected this was the case.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you. I'm about to shoot your caster out of the sky, but I'm not gonna lie, Lightning McKing has me scared shitless right now. I do not want to come near you.
Lightning McKing, buddy, there's a dire bat. Can you help me out here?
Not my Shogun!
32. I'm sorry about my high reflex.
Shogun, you do save, so you'll take half damage. Nice work. No, so this is going to be... Oh, in that case... A D. That is 44 points of lightning, or electricity, as you watch bolts of lightning come flaring down from above. The creature, seemingly a large avian-like being, seems to make a strange noise as it utters out almost this foreign gobbling sound. As it does, you watch as the arc of lightning comes flying towards you, as it catches you, managing to just barely snag you the side of you, electrifying your body.
What level spell is this?
This is 4th.
It is absorbed into an Ion Stone floating around my head.
Oh shit!
Word.
Alright, motherfucker. Okay.
Level spell.
Alright. Can you do it again? Let's find out.
Well, it eats 20 spell levels worth. So
Oh, you're a bastard.
you can keep eating if you want.
Wait, is it... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Damn, that doesn't count my caster level for damage. Okay.
doesn't matter if you're not targeting the stone specifically, but to target with a spell, you have to cast 5th or higher. So...
Give me a second.
It's impossible to break in this day
Hold
and
up,
age.
actually, before you make that reflex save. Do I have... Give me a minute, I'm just double checking. You motherfucker, I don't have anything to deal with this! Shit. Alright, that's smart. As the creature is kind of seeing what you are, you kind of absorb this lightning that seemingly was supposed to hit you as it catches into the ion stone. The creature kind of seems to turn, or slightly turn itself and look down towards the rest of your party with a wicked smile, and thank God I have the distance for this. I need a reflex save from, and if I'm doing my thing correct, 2 of the Goliaths, Weetail and Lightning McKing, as well as the Zill.
Am I
well,
being
the Zill's
targeted?
dead. Yeah, never mind.
Or is this an area of effect?
This is technically a chain attack. So you are targeted because they have to chain you specifically.
Would you roll a d20, because there's a 50 or a d100
Oh, do you have spell
50%
resistance?
chance that it just misses me.
Do you have spell resistance or?
Well, I don't, but there
Okay.
is a 50%
Blur?
chance that this just misses me.
Oh, because of
Yeah.
blur. Oh yeah. That's a 50.
I have to check something
mean-
real quick.
I'd say high hits.
All
High
right.
hits, low misses. That
Works.
makes sense.
All right. So reflex.
Reflex.
Yep.
There's
Ooh,
the 2 Goliaths.
that
Believe it
one
or
on the
not,
Goliath.
the fucking cracked out motherfucker has high reflex.
1 Goliath succeeds, 1 does not. And Waytail, don't forget to do yours.
I'm checking
34.
something first.
What was yours, Waytail? Sorry.
I'm checking something first.
Oh, got you. Okay. What was that, Lightning? Go ahead.
Sorry, 34.
34. You do succeed, so you'll take half.
Okay.
Let's see. I can't hit Harvatot. I tried. I looked at my line. There's just no angle I can get you with. Oh no. Don't tell me you have something planned for this. Jiggling his rudder so he lag dodges everything. Accurate. Alright, we tell
Kinda,
anything?
dude.
Anything that you found or...
No, it's close combat, not
Oh.
spell.
Damn, I feel that. Let's see what you
So
can
here
do.
is Weetail's.
12. That is a fail. So you will take full for this, and this is electric damage. That is 39 points of electric damage to Weetail and 1 of the Goliaths, and halved for which is. Give me a second. I don't know
20.
what that is.
19.
Yeah, it'd be 20 in this case because you round up when it's
yeah.
0.5. Yep. The unfortunate thing of D&D rounding. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
I have damage resistance plus temp HP.
nice.
So I still have 3 temp HP.
As the electricity kind of spindles through each of you, finding it shocking your bodies, leaving strange marks across it. The light smoke coming off the Goliath and Weetail as they are almost grayed from the attack. The creature above seems to smile and laugh down at Shogun, ending its turn. However, that is its spell slot for that. Perfect. And as it ends its turn, still staying where it was, fluttering above 160 feet right above Harvatot, Weetail and the Goliaths, as well as Lightning McKing. We move on to Lightning McKing. As you stand there, none of the creatures on the ground managing to have... Or no, sorry, the air elemental still managing to kind of stand there as it does, right beside you, getting ready to, as it looks like, to attack Weetail as well as his men as they begin to move into place. You stand right next to it, Lightning McKing, as you see the gem still fluttering in the air with a crack in it. What would you like to do?
Such a good question.
Mm-hmm.
You could always postpone your turn.
That. Well, yeah. Do you do that rule, Royce? Can I like postpone my turn in initiative?
Yeah, it's called holding an action.
Well, there's holding an action, uh, but I think it may be an optional rule that you can like hesitate and
Yes. Oh
just,
yeah. You're
yeah.
talking about basically, yeah. You just give up your initiative place, and you start up whenever you call for it. If you don't call for it by the end of the round, you just lose your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nope. Up to you if you want to.
Yeah, I will uh hold my turn in initiative.
All right. Moving on then, as Lightning King kind of looks on at this creature, this air elemental, kind of looks over at Weetel and then looks up, kind of preparing and figuring out what he wants to do. Shogun, what would you like to do?
I'm going to dash towards Lightning McKing, like doing a flyby, and I'm going to quicken spell fly on Lightning McKing.
Incredible.
Lightning McCain suddenly wants to take his turn after Shogun's turn.
Believe it or not, I think I want to.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm doing. Come on.
So sorry, you're flying over to Shogun. Sorry, I missed the last part.
I dash to him and cast fly on him with a fucking.
Yeah, as Shogun rushes over, turning or kind of casting, or rushing over to your side, Lightning McKing, you feel his wings kind of sprout out of your back, giving you the ability to fly. As you suddenly feel your body vibrate, continuing to vibrate. Now the wings slightly giving a thrum as well. All right, and that ends your turn. You said, Shogun.
Yep.
All right, and Lightning McKing, you said you wanted to take your turn after that.
Yes, I would.
Alright, give me a moment to fix up the initiative. What would you like to do?
I would like to. How far away is the caster?
160 feet up in the air, and then the other dire bat, or sorry, werebat that is currently hassling Feathersby is about 20 or so feet behind, or to the left of you, or sorry, in front of you. I'm looking at my chart here, and as I'm making markers, so a lot of squiggly lines I have to check out here. Yeah, so about 20 feet in front of you would be one of the druids, and then about 160 feet straight up in the air would be another.
Incredible.
Forget you have an extra move action.
Mm-hmm.
I do have an extra move action. I'm gonna fly up to the caster druid.
Okay.
Just shooting up like fucking Superman.
Alright, yeah, as you fly straight up, as you get all the way up, you see as this massive muscled turkey looks on at you in this humanoid form, almost looking to be like a creature straight as a beastkin or beast volk that looks out at you, gobbling its or as its neck kind of moves about. The creature seems to almost be glaring at you as it stares, a quarterstaff in its hand, ready to smack you with.
15.
Oh no.
16.
16 hits, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then that's a multiplier.
Well, wait, first off,
sorry,
what's
that's
your bonus to
16
hit?
crits. Oh, you know what? I apologize. My
This thing
bonus
has a
to hit.
Yeah.
The lowest I can roll is a. Sorry, making sure. The lowest I can roll and like not nat 1 is a 29.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. Alright, never mind.
Okay. So 16 hits. That is a ×3 multiplier for these crits.
Mm-hmm.
Chastonius, my loyal knight, would you please give me 16 iterations of one, I guess. Oh. Yeah, 16 iterations of 3d4 plus 14, 28, 42.
Give him a minute. And this is with your silver blade, I assume.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. As you slash into the creature one after another, give me a second. Jesus Christ. Tearing into it as large as you are, the creature almost looks on in shock as your scimitars cut into it in almost in a second, leaving massive scar or open cuts across the creature's chest that seem to immediately start spraying out before the creature even registers it. The druid shouts in pain as you knock it down from its fucking first form of its turkey or its full turkey form or turkey met-like form.
It will also take 16 points of damage just every round until it dies.
From what?
From bleeding
Harvester
out.
Devil.
It's well, that's a different thing. Actually, could someone roll me a d6? But it's wounded until it
Does
heal
wounded
checks
require
itself.
the creature to have to be able to, does the wounded require the creature to bleed? Because if it specifically does not work against undead, on this creature does not have blood.
Not entirely sure. I
What's
think
the effect from?
it's wounding.
Let me say something.
Wounding.
Oh, the give me a minute. Yeah, it's the enchantment.
Gotcha.
Give me a
Up at-
second. Yeah. Let's see. Wound deals 1d. Yeah, no, this creature does have a con, so yes, this does work. Because it's based on constitution damage. It's not based on undead. Technically, undead trait would count, but in this case, this creature does have con, so. Yeah, never mind.
No worries.
And
You're
the
good.
Harvester Devil just does it constantly regardless. 1d6 every turn now.
Harvest? What?
The investiture of the Harvester Devil that I gave him. A d6 every turn now for the attack hitting.
Oh, okay. Huh. Alright. Anyways, so, yes, roll, or is that, as you charge up, seeing this creature, kind of suddenly drop its form and changing into what looks to be almost a furry, or a slightly furred version of a turkey, beast folk. Bits of orange and black fur kind of populating as it does, the creature's claws showing a bit more as you see what looks to be a rakshasa mixed with a large turkey, as the creature stares at you, eyes of bright purple. All right.
Incredible.
End your turn.
If I let myself, because it fell, right?
No, it didn't. I put it dropped its ability. It has not dropped to the ground yet. It's still fluttering where it was a moment ago.
Oh, I'll go again.
Oh, all right. Let's say you. Yep, because the
1,
movement. Yep.
2, 3,
Oh no.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Give him a minute. God, why does this feel
Okay.
like last time?
24 hits.
24. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna roll these multipliers. Just a ×2 multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
So would you, Chestones, do 24 iterations of 2d4 plus 28?
Oh,
You can
Thank
also choose to replace the Harvester Devil's D6 damage this time, since you got a new attack in.
I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna kill you first. Give me a second. I'm just double checking something. Oh yeah. As you go to attack the creature, let me see. Holy shit. How many attacks is that exactly? 24? Alright, so it's...
24, yeah.
You get an extra attack for each.
No, hush,
Each
you, hush. No, he's had plenty.
haste.
I don't
Haste.
care, he's had plenty. Fucking criminy. Yeah, well, that's the second form. Fuck me, okay. Shit. As he drops down to his normal Rakshasa form, losing his hybridic form, the Rakshasa drops to the ground immediately out of the sky, and as he doesn't have enough HP in total to survive, you watch as the druid from the grove seems to drop out of the sky, impacting into the ground and immediately collapsing upon death, or upon the hit. The bat that seemed to be chasing around Feathersby seems to break apart and vanish into ash as it does. The air elemental seemingly doing the same as the creature dissipates into nothingness and the gem shatters into dust.
Did the
There's
body
still
land
one
next
more.
to my two last guys that were holding an action?
Roughly-ish, yeah.
They're gonna swing the hell out of it anyway.
Desecrating the corpse.
As they begin to tear at it, kind of cutting the Rakshasa body up. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage for it. I said, I know you can't miss with your modifier on these guys now, so...
I'm sorry, what? I apologize. My turn's over.
No, you're good. Yeah, we're out of combat as the creature dies from fall damage as it falls to the ground.
Wasn't there the other one that turned into an orb?
Yes, no. As I mentioned, it turned into dust as it dropped. Please,
Oh, God.
So yes, no. As the two Goliaths begin tearing at the Rakshasa body, you watch as the two seem to jump into the crater, and nothing but blood and viscera seems to go flying into the air as the creature gets torn apart. Unfortunately, as they do, you hear a crack of wood as something splinters and the sound of metal being hammered away as the two kind of come out of their, or kind of climb their way out finally after finishing up tearing apart the body.
Well, how's everybody's HP doing?
Suddenly, by the way, Feathersby suddenly vanishes in a cloud of smoke completely. Feathersby, you find yourself in front of your the one you made a deal with once more, and a new order being given to go kill a Senor V. Thank you. Now as our healer is vanished, as the rest of you look about. The grove, you watch as the hill begins to pull down into the ground beginning to rumble, the ruins kind of collapsing and sinking into the ground as they do, and a pool of blue light seemingly dousing and dissipating as it seems to vanish beneath the ground, leveling out the ground as as you all look about, the battlefield seemingly going almost awkwardly quiet.
When I come out of greater invisibility, I'm gonna go down and try and find that staff that guy had.
As you climb down and head into the hole, you see as the staff is cracked and broken apart, the clear signs of the weapons that the two Goliaths had been kind of tearing at this Rakshasa druid, kind of showing all the damage. As you look at the staff of conjuration that has been completely destroyed.
I use I immediately use rebuild item.
Wait, what? I don't, what, rebuild, wait, what? Send me that, hold up, what? Where's that from?
Destroyed item touched. In duration instantaneously. You reconstitute a destroyed item, instantly putting it back together in one functional piece. Even if it's a magic items affected by this power retain all their magical properties.
Okay, fair enough.
It is
Yeah,
filled with
as you watch as the staff rebuilds itself. I mean, hey, if you're welcome to it. I didn't know there was an ability for that. I'll have to keep that in mind for a character later. Yeah, as you watch,
There's spells. There's spells that do that too.
as you watch the staff begin to pull its stuff back together, I will send you something for your knowledge. I mean, you can giggle, and that was a cool thing. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. But here, one sec. I'm just going to update this.
Yeah. Before I pick it up, I will then also identify it.
Yep, there you go. As you pick up the staff, kind of grabbing it out of the ground as you do, holding it in a piece in each hand as it begins to amend itself back together, as you begin your ritual of identification, as you kind of climb out of the hole with it, sitting down and begin casting.
I have the single most powerful identify spell ever because it is just a fucking action for me.
Gotcha.
To do it. So
perfect. So
I just have to beat a roll. I just have to make a skill check with it that I'm so bad at. I rolled so low, 86.
As you look over the staff of conjuration, kind of seeing it, I've sent you how many spell charges it has left and what spells are active on it still. As you piece the item together, it doesn't seem to have any other special or unique properties. As you kind of take a look at the object itself, seeing the spells lower down on the staff clearly burned out and no longer active on the item before it was destroyed. As you begin to do that, Shogun, and is there anything you'd like to do as you see this kind of creature fall down into the crater, suddenly feathers be poofing and vanishing in a thing of smoke? What would you like to do?
I mean, I just look at the body they're going over to get the staff from in disgust because it's not evocation. It's not.
Okay.
Fair and Shogun flies down to the ground, and they're like, well, job's done. I'm done here.
Alright. As you kind of look about, waiting to see what the rest of the group is going to do, kind of standing there. What about Weetail? What about you? Anything you'd like to do?
What? That was it? No more? Ah, shite.
You look about, you're expecting more of a fight. The men, the Goliaths, kind of getting themselves ready, and excited for another one, as they seem to kind of expect something else. Lightning McKing, is there anything you'd like to do before, or as we cut out an initiative as you fly up above?
Yes, with absolutely no previous arcane power other than the ability to make myself blur and my stone or my skin into iron, and sometimes I can summon a devil to help. I feel fucking crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just hopped up on the most magical meth ever.
Yep.
Reality bending around me. I would like to become a god of speed.
Alright, give me a D20.
And
actually, no. How much health does what's Lightning McKing's max HP?
240.
Give me a 1D 240.
1D 240.
Can I assist him in this in any way?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. This is him trying to do something on his own in the moment while you kind of grab the staff.
The final days of Lightning McKing.
1D 240.
Is this about to be a thing where
29.
29?
Lightning, as you feel your body beginning to exhaust and weaken from all this magic flowing into you, you drop to nothing but 29 HP as these spells begin to crack apart and you feel your body beginning to wither under that much power. Magic kind of infusing into every inch of you. You begin to feel your muscles ache and almost as if they're trying to explode by expanding and growing stronger. You find yourself dropping or losing HP as you begin to bleed out your eyes and ears, nose, and any other orifice you can imagine.
Incredible. I feel incredible.
As you stare on, thinking and trying everything in your mind to become a god in this moment, you begin to see red as everything begins to go red.
I think it's working. I think Lightning McKing feels like it's working.
As Lightning McKing begins to give a guttural shout above, almost a primal yell from above you lot. As you hear this, is there anything you'd like to do?
Walk up and see him and see that he's bleeding randomly and that our healing chicken is gone. And then I'm gonna try and hit this motherfucker with potent word of nurturing.
Okay.
Wait, let me hear.
He can't hear you.
You're not there.
He's on another plane of existence currently. Don't worry about him.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't roll a natural one. You get fast healing 10.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
Wait.
Yeah.
5 rounds.
Harvatot, Wheattail, and Lightning McKing. All of you give me a reflex save.
Is it an evil effect?
No.
Ooh.
Is it from an evil creature?
No.
Okay.
Is it
Is
targeting
it
me?
a physical attack?
It is not a physical attack. This is a giant ball of fire coming down from the sky.
Is it
two
targeting me,
reflex
or is it
saves.
an area effect?
It's not lightning. You're not being targeted.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you said.
Nope. Harvatot, the Goliaths, and Wheattail.
I got
17
13 on both of them.
13 on both of them. 17. Okay. And then for the Goliaths as well.
Real fast.
And it'll be 2 reflex saves per, so.
Uh,
He is touring on us. He decided to go on his own. He's become he didn't want to be the part of the Beatles. He's like John, figures he's the most popular one.
oh, I have to do another one.
Yes, it's 2 per.
There you go. There's the Goliaths. 20, 13, yada, yada, yada.
Okay. Pretty
So
sure
is he actually trying to kill us?
as Shogun flies into the air and launches 2 fireballs down from the sky. Yeah, that's a fail. I think that fails for everyone except for that's a fail on every single one. No one succeeds. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage, Shogun. Yeah, it is fucked up as he flutters into the sky, and shoots down fire. For those who have fire resistance, this does ignore fire damage as a blaze of 240 points of fire damage expands out from the center of the party, burning everything around, focusing on where Harvatot was a moment ago, and hitting as many as possible. For those who cannot take the 240 points of fire damage, if you are fire immune, this does not apply.
It does half to fire immune creatures.
Figured. But for those who are down, as you feel the warm embrace, the last thing you see is Shogun's blackened wings fluttering into the sky and almost blocking out the sun as everything goes dark.
I'm gonna take my actions and I'm gonna throw every single weapon I can get my hand on and throw it at him in the air.
Do you have more than 240 HP?
Yes.
Holy shit, Shogun, you're fucked.
Both
of you roll me initiative.
I don't think he can hit me. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, we're about to find out. I need a new initiative count from both of you here. As I assume Harvata is down at 240 points of fire
roll,
damage.
roll me 2 checks against my spell resistance.
It goes past fire resistance. Only
No,
thing that this
spell-
applies is fire
spell-
immunity.
Spell
Yep.
resistance.
Huh? Oh, spell
Spell
resistance.
resistance.
Got you. Please do roll.
35.
You rolled a
How
nat
the
1.
hell
bitch.
do you have that high of an initiative added?
That's not initiative.
That's
my
his spell resistance.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, what the hell? Because I got
No.
a 26 on my initiative.
That is an auto fail because it is a nat 1.
I don't think that one's matter for spell
It
checks.
does. Oh, well, let me look. I will double check what spell resistance says. Give me a moment. Since we have plenty of time, since I thought that was going to take a lot longer.
Also, I should roll it twice anyway, because it's 2 separate spells.
Spell
My apologies.
resistance is extraordinary. Spell resistance. Creature's possessor does not have anything. You need that threat. Only spells and spell-like abilities. I will quickly. One sec. To your next turn. I didn't know you could
Also,
automatically.
does me being in the pit matter?
No, not in this situation. Not for the range, unfortunately. Now I didn't think he was actually doing this. I thought this was a gag. So,
I also thought you had to, like, write a fucking...
one shots. I
Essay
don't do anything for one shots because these characters don't matter as much. These don't have like long-standing things.
which I knew that.
No, he's right. Spell resistance specifically does not require or does not rule on the net 1 ruling. It is a base on if you can defeat the person's number. So it does not. If you just have a higher caster level, there's a point of just fuck you at a certain point. Apparently, that's some bullshit in my opinion. But hey, you know what? If I'm gonna rules are rules, I'll keep it fair.
And how high is Shogun in the air?
So. That is, Shogun is 60 feet up in the air currently.
Well, I'm throwing all the weapons I can find at him, and I'm attacking 3 times.
All right,
What
let's. Well,
what are
let's
you
see what's
throwing?
for
Because
let's
if
get the
it's not
initiative.
throwable, the negative is horrible.
So that's
Oh,
26.
I know the negative's going to be horrible.
All right, what's your initiative, by the way, Shogun?
I got a 4.
Huh?
I got a 4.
Okay, thank you. All right, we tell you are up first for this.
Alright, this will probably be a negative 10. Because it's a great sword.
To be fair, he doesn't know who you are. He was given a name.
He doesn't want to kill you. Someone demanded you do it.
But let me pull up something real quick. I'm just double checking what the rule
Does a 25 hit you?
What are you throwing? Is this a sword?
This is a great sword, and I put the negative already in there. So does a 25 hit you?
Let me check my AC.
I should. I think it was a.
I have a 24 AC.
Yep, there you go. Go ahead and roll. Roll damage. Let's see what we got as you go take your weapon or take your greatsword and chuck it towards Shogun after he launches a fireball down on you.
20 damage.
Shogun, as the blade cuts into you, you manage to take a pretty good chunk as the thing cuts across your face, leaving a nice long scar across your cheek. It starts to bleed as you look down at a very angry dwarfism Snowbeard.
And I'm gonna yell, "Fuck you, you flying, backstabbing fucker!"
It would be backstabbing, but as you're not a caster, I'm afraid you don't have rights.
All right. We tell you have not moved. Technically, do you want to throw something else?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 5-foot step, and I'm going to grab a long sword and throw that.
All right. This is We Tell's final moments against. I remember this moment as
That's a miss.
Grong Fire Bleeder against Asmodeus. It didn't work out well for me, so this is going to be interesting. Alright, we tell as you go to throw the blade, you see as it goes wide of Shogun, as he now turned his eyes on you, easily manages to dodge out of the way of the blade as it goes flying past.
I take
Alright.
another 5-foot step and I throw the last sword. Yeah, that misses too.
Lightning is still flying in the air and isn't doing anything currently.
He's kind of busy bleeding out of all of his orifices.
Alright, with 29 HP left, so, yep, I don't know if he's going to be wanting to take Shogun on currently. That is up to him if he wants to speak up, but since he's been on mute. Oh, go ahead.
He'll call down and ask if we're cool.
Alright.
Shogun just killed the rest of your
Yeah.
party.
As Weetail ends his turn, and you hear Lightning McKing shout this out towards you. You just saw Lightning. You've just seen Harvatot drop from fire. Most of the Goliaths themselves also get burned away and kind of seem to be on the ground inflamed. As Shogun is actively trying to kill Weetail by the looks of it. So,
Yeah, I'll shout down and ask if we're cool.
okay. Shogun, as we go to your turn, you are allowed a response, as well as your actions.
You impressed me today. I have no quarrel with you.
I
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Good.
nod and continue my ascension.
Okay.
Ascension, if we call it that.
I mean, he's just, at this point, he's just being affected by the spells. Yep. Alright, Shogun.
So you
Shogun's
want
a monster to die. I don't have to kill him.
That's true.
There's so much reality bending magic around me. I'd say there's a chance.
Everything that I had on you just ended.
Yep. Oh, that is true. I will say, Lightning, the haste spell has dropped, as well as your enlarge. And actually, I forgot with feathers being no longer on this plane of existence, all of your spells drop as you start to drop out of the sky, except for Shogun's flight spell.
Fly were from me.
Oh, that's right. Flight was from you. That's right. You manage to still keep your flight, but you watch as slowly each piece of your buffs begin to drop as you begin to lose your power and grow weaker.
Lightning grumbles.
Alright, fair
His
enough.
ascension was so assured.
Yep, as he ends his turn. Alright, Shogun, what would you like to do?
I would offer you a chance to serve, but I can already tell you're not the type.
Who are you talking to?
As I will lift a hand towards Weetel. I think I'm just going to shoot another fire. Reason to do anything else.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, another reflex save, Weetel, unless you have spell resistance.
I see the fireball and I flip him off with both hands and
As-
die on the spot.
I
Because
was saying.
even if I reflex and get a half damage, I have 29 HP left.
I mean, he might roll bad. It's not likely, but let's...
I'm not rolling. They're all maximized.
Oh, they are. Oh, that's right, because of your class. But
I'm
that's
just spamming maximize spell over and over and over.
right. As we tell, puts up two. As we tell puts up two middle fingers, as he looks up, seeing the fire kind of at the tip of Shogun's finger begin to expand as it glows and shoots down at him. The last thing you hear in dwarfism, dwarfism, wow. In the Dwarven language is something along the lines of some major racial slurs about goblins, as the two middle fingers are first to be ignited as the party is burned away. Shogun, for my own note, are you going to finish the job and kill them, or are you going to leave them there to make death saving throws?
He is not leaving it to chance. He doesn't really care about the Goliaths, because they're not really a threat.
I'll keep that in mind. That's going to lead to something later. Okay. As you begin to kind of maniacally shoot more and more fireballs down, one by one the party finds themselves emblazoned until nothing left. Weetail and Harvatot, you find yourselves burned away. Shogun, as you watch looking down, the Goliath beginning to melt as well. A sudden feeling at the back of your neck, kind of almost a chill goes down your spine as something pops into this plane once again, and its anger is suddenly centered onto you. A power that you recognize as a caster of levels capable of a world leader. As Lightning McKing drops from the sky, slowly lowering himself down, the exhaustion beginning to take over, Feathersby being forced to be sent on another mission, and Shogun suddenly recognizing something that his his predecessor, or not predecessor, his future great grandchild will recognize as the feeling of Zilpip and the Hag Coven leader come back to the material plane and suddenly have their attention drawn. As Shogun flutters off as quickly as possible, leaving a dead battlefield of crispy corpses and the items there. We'll end this one shot there. We thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And as Shogun's smile widens at the battle that's worth his attention, that is exactly what he wanted for is coming. We leave you there and see you next time.